Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdson of World Alternative Media here, and of course I'm joined by John Sneisen, economic analyst here at WAM Now. Here is an issue that I don't know that much about, so I'm going to pass it over to John Sneisen right away, and that's blockchain derivatives, which we did a report with Stephen Kendal not too long ago, and it's gotten a lot of traction. It's pretty much the first video of its kind actually detailing this kind of situation. So can you give us a bit of an update and what's going on?
Well, first of all, with the update since Mr. Kendal had a fantastic interview breaking down what derivatives was with us and how they plan to implement this as an option with blockchain now, with the technology behind Bitcoin. Now, the blockchain technology and derivatives, actually Stephen P Kendal told us he's been in contact with some of the major news networks in England, like BBC, the Telegraph, and others. And they said, well, we're not going to interview until this is like proof in the pudding. So me and Josh, of course, being on the forefront of things and wanting to really get the truth out there, and especially when people see what's going on, we want to bring that word out. And I just want to do a quick update on Stephen P Kendal just shared something really great with us, and this is towards what we talked about, blockchain and derivatives. Now, a company called Market and another company, I don't have the actually other company's name here, but Market, what they've done is they did a trail run with several large institutions, JP Morgan, Citigroup, Bank of America, Credit Suisse, and so on. They actually used their credit default swap, which is a type of insurance. They call a swap to get around different legislations. But the credit default swaps, it's about $6.7 trillion test run that they did with this, where they traded for over 30 days of what is happening on a regular basis with the credit default swaps around the world. Now, they did this trail run for just about a couple of weeks ago, and it came out in an article with the Wall Street Journal. And now they are getting ready to use the blockchain technology behind the credit default swap, and they were actually quite happy with the outcome, and it will improve and minimize their costs that they have, because banks, they want to eliminate as much people as they can within the system as big major corporations. So the blockchain derivatives that Mr. Kendal was talking about is happening right now, and it's getting closer and closer to fruition. The idea and the concept of implementing this currency also, and using the blockchain as a backbone for the $1.5 quadrillion dollars of derivatives in the world. People are probably been laughing at Mr. Kendal for coming out with this, but we're definitely seeing it's happening. There's a lot of more banks. There's actually 42 banks that are involved in the R3 consortium. Look it up if you don't believe me. And they are working on implementing blockchain technologies into the whole banking system. First of all, the derivatives, but then also other banking and so on.
Yeah, and see, I mean, this is an issue where when we did this interview with Stephen Kendal, it became clear to me that this is likely the future, the unfortunate future for the world banking system, and how they're going to be able to control currency. And it's something that I can't wrap my head around completely. He explains it in detail, and he does a damn good job, if I may say so myself. But it's so complicated that it's hard to comprehend, and I think they make it that way on purpose. That
of course they do.
It's just they make it so impossible to comprehend, when really in the end it isn't that difficult of a system. It's just they throw all these words in there that just boggle your mind, but it does seem like this is a future.
Yeah, it definitely is, but the blockchain technology can be used for good or for evil. I could see it revolutionize the way we have government. If we want to have a government, it could remove a whole of the paper trail and everything that we have within governments. But it could also be used for evil. But if they want to use it in this derivative system, this is what Kendal proposes. Let's make that blockchain public.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's make it available for every single person to see, and the banks got a huge problem, because now they can't commit all the fraud, and suddenly everything is going to start repricing itself if you make that a public ledger. everything is going to go back to the price it's supposed to have, and not the manipulated gold or silver price or other commodities.
Yeah, but
you're gonna see, yeah.
But of course, something that I worry about a lot is the idea of a world currency and how it could be implemented into a world currency system, which of course, suffice to say, is the new world order that a lot of people talk about. But I mean, in technical terms, it is something that is being proposed, and it is an idea that's on the table. I mean, what do you think about this idea?
Of course, with the $1.5 quadrillion in derivatives, which is an insane amount of money when you think about, like, it's I don't know how many times if we should do the calculation of it, but it would be 70 at 1.5 quadrillion divided by the global GDP, which is 75 trillion. So just imagine what that number would be. I think it's a total possibility that they would make a world currency out of it, because it's 1.5 quadrillion. It's way more than any money in existence in the world right now. So why not make that currency? And then maybe that's going to be the currency that they will use to back the US dollar will come up and be a currency that's going to be, well, the derivatives are going to back the currencies. Maybe we don't know, like, but it's definitely a possibility that these banks, because the banks want ultimate control. They're the same as the government. Both of them want full control over your life.
And there's still a large amount of fogginess around this issue because it isn't completely out there yet.
Of course not, yeah.
And of course, that's why there's a lot of people from the mainstream media that won't even think about the theory. Think about all the stupid theories that the mainstream media throws out there, but they won't focus on something that could be the future of the economic world, and they just want to completely dodge it. And that's why independent media is around, so that we can get past all that BS and try and make sense of issues that are prevalent and are starting to form at a larger scale. But of course, people aren't aware of these issues because they're not being spoken about. So we thank Stephen P Kendal for bringing this issue to us, and you can check him out at Stephen P Kendal on Twitter. And of course, we are going to be bringing you a lot more on this because it's just the beginning. And you guys can send in your questions, send in your concerns at World Alternative Media, and find us on Facebook at World Alternative Media as well. We enjoy having some conversation with the people that view our videos because it's important that we communicate. So thank you very much, John, for bringing this bit of an update to us. It's mind-boggling. I still can't get my head around it, but we're doing our best here. And of course, you've studied this quite extensively, and you are becoming much more aware of this issue, as am I, and I'm getting there. I'm starting to get there. So thank you, and we'll see you guys soon. This is Josh Sigurdson and John Sneisen signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.